Hello, everybody. Welcome to Abnormal Investigations. Looks like we've got a lot of our abnormal family here tonight. It's good to see a lot of you. I see a lot of new faces. I see a lot of old faces, and I see a lot of faces that are coming back. And I'm happy and glad to see each and every one of you. Just like I told, I think it was Billy Kid. I don't see him now. Everybody is welcomed in our chat. I shouldn't say everybody. There's a few that won't be welcomed here, but most everybody is welcomed in our chat as long as they conduct themselves, as adults, show respect for everybody. Like we've always said in the beginning, we allow spirited debate because we are not authors that pretend to know everything. But I believe that we can disagree and we can have disagreements and discussions without name calling and degrading each other. And I've always believed that. And you're not going to get anywhere with calling names, anyways. That should have stopped in elementary school. Looks like we got a few new names in here. Billy Kid, you said pretty much everything that I have. There's Patricia's in here. Good to see you. I'm glad you're doing better. Remember, like I told you when you were sick in the hospital, Patricia, where there is breath, there is hope. Our God does not give up on us as long as we don't give up on him. And he delivered you from the hospital, and he'll keep delivering you, and you'll be healed, and you have many more years to spend with your family and loved ones. I stand on that, and I agree with that. So we're glad that you're happy and healthy and back home and back with us, of course. Being abnormal is always a good thing. We got a few things we're going to talk about tonight. You never know, might have us a little bit of a barbecue tonight. You never know. Sometimes I get in the hankering for the taste of some pork. So we might just see what happens as we go along tonight on the show. I missed y'all on Saturday night. I had a few things I had to do. I've had a lot of new faces I've been talking to, a lot of new people I've been talking to, and they've been sharing a lot of new information with me that's going to be critical and helpful. This has been happening since the beginning of everything, when everything started falling down. But hey, it is what it is. And, everybody likes barbecue. Maybe that's it. Maybe they can smell the cooker I fired up. I'm not sure. That grease gets to cooking, man. That smell will linger and travel a long ways. I'm going to go ahead and bring Brooks in here so I don't get myself in trouble by myself. It's never fun to get in trouble by yourself, right? You always want to have somebody to fall with you. And then we will do our call out. How you doing, Brooks?
Oh, I'm good. I had a phone call right in the middle of all that. I'm going, no, get off.
Oh, oh man. Yeah, Pam, you're correct. God is an awesome healer. He is that for sure.
Amen.
Looks like we got a lot of new faces here tonight. A lot of old faces. It's good.
Uh-huh.
I like seeing the old faces. It reminds me of whenever I first kicked off my channel. We had Patricia and a lot of the other people that are here with us tonight, and it's nice. It kind of brings back memories. It feels good.
Absolutely.
There's Romans is in here tonight.
Hey, Romans.
Got Lori C. Scott B's in here.
My
Trying to see if I can.
sister.
Yep, there's Tracy Gales in here.
Yeah, she said it
She,
wasn't her calling me.
I think it probably was. She's probably prank calling you. There's
There's,
Michelle McGuire.
yeah, Lisa, Pam Singleton.
Yeah. Patricia hiding under Frank's name tonight. Let's see. We got a lot of new names in here. I'm waiting on the chat to catch up. We got Rebecca Curtis is in here tonight from Texas. Hello, Rebecca. We'll forgive you for that.
I'm from Texas.
It took a lot of forgiveness on that one.
There's
No,
Keith.
Remember, you're the traitor from Texas.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
That's funny.
I'll happily be the traitor.
Yeah, Patricia,
100%.
I believe you was. I believe you was one of my very, very first subscribers. Yeah, I think that's one of the things you can be happy about, uh, not being a part of.
100%.
There's Candace Hanson's in here. Of course, Keith Blunt. He's always a big supporter of us and the channel and the videos. He's usually either the first or second person to comment on my videos.
Mm-hmm. Lori.
I'm trying to get my hand movements and my eyebrows right so I can be like,
Be like Charles.
yeah, well, there was something that was said the other night, and it was like, now, guys, I'm telling you the truth this time. And I'm thinking, why do you got to tell everybody you're telling the truth unless you're lying sometimes? And then you have to tell, I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
There's Rebecca Curtis is in here tonight. No need for forgiveness. I'm unapologetic. That's funny. But yeah, we've seen a lot of our old faces in here tonight. We got a lot of new things coming to the channel. We've been talking about a lot of things, some changes, some things like that are coming up. I want to do some more boots on the ground. Of course, right now we've got so much rain right now that the cryptids are probably down there swimming. There's Arcane Paranormal World. She's just like a politician. Are you talking about Clinton Arcane, or is it another name? Just wondering.
Yeah.
For Poke Walker Home, baby one. He lying most of the time.
Open door.
Yeah, thank you for that, Arcane. We appreciate that. Lawana Murphy says, How did the steak turn out with the special seasoning? I'm frying chicken and taters with onions. Well, oh man, that sounds good. How far away are you, Lawana? No,
There's four Pocket Walker Home Baby One. Hello. New name. Welcome.
Yeah, good to see you. Well, Lawana, the steak last night, I must say, since I made it, it turned out probably a 9.9 out of 10. The other steak that I made, which I made with that yum yum get you some Danos, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I am not a fan of that. It, to me, was not good. It was very earthy tasting, and it just didn't have a whole lot of flavor. It was real sagey through your nose and everything. So no, I wasn't a big fan of that. But now the other steaks that I done the way I normally do them, yeah, they melt right in your mouth. They were perfect. They were pretty good.
Yeah,
So
I love steaks.
Me too. She must be a viewer of our other channel, I'm guessing. We're going to be doing a lot more stuff on our other channel too. I went live the other day, right in the middle of the day on that channel. And I didn't even tell Brooks either or Scott. They didn't even know till it was over.
And I missed it because I was taking the trash out and took a shower and came back and went, what? Okay. That'll teach you.
We had a lot of rain last night, so that's probably going to open up for another fishing video coming up. So if y'all are interested in that, that's on the other channel. Tonight, guys, we're going to go ahead and kind of get started into what we're going to be talking about tonight. Everybody grab you a pulled pork sandwich and pull yourself up to the table. We're going to have a pretty exciting night. Brooks is probably thinking, oh no, he's feeling good tonight.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Rebecca says medium rare steak is really good.
I like my medium well.
Yeah, I have trouble with that too.
Yeah.
If it's still chewing and trying to horn me, I don't want it. But my dad was the same way. My dad liked medium rare, and he would dip his biscuit in the juice on the plate.
Uh, Tracy's and mine's uncle, her mother's brother, he liked his rare. And I'm talking, my grandmother would throw a piece of meat on the skillet, it'd go, and then she'd flip it and it'd go, and it was done.
Whew, just
No
warm it up.
joke. Yep.
Mm. Tracy says she likes hers medium.
Ooh.
Maybe it's that high altitude. Maybe done something to her up there in Canada.
Actually, I'm higher altitude than she is. I'm at 7,000 feet.
Oh yeah, you're up in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Arcane says made some hot barbecued turkey and provolone sandwiches tonight. Sweet baby
Ooh.
rays. Man, that sounds good
Ooh.
too.
We're
But
coming to your
everybody,
house.
yeah, I think everybody lives far away though. That's the bad thing. Can't go mooch off of nobody. Not having a job or anything, it makes it hard. Kind of like what John Wayne said. You know, you all leave me alone, leave me alone. And I'll quote what John Wayne says. That'll be the day.
I
You
love
messed up,
John Wayne.
whenever you messed with my little man. And speaking of my little man, I'm using his headphones tonight. So thank you, Hunter. I'm borrowing your headphones.
Is everybody hearing him good?
Yeah, do I sound better to y'all tonight or do I sound about the same?
Yeah, we know, Scott. You love pickle bologna too. Ugh.
Yep, it does. Rebecca wants some surf and turf.
Oh, yeah. Steak and
Arc-
lobster. Mm-hmm.
Arcane says I'm loud and clear tonight. Okay, Keith says I'm better. Good. Now at least everybody can hear me gripe about things. Let's see. I want to start off tonight with I want to ask everybody to continue prayers for Patricia Harrington. And also, I received a prayer request from Vicky. She has some very important life issues that are affecting her right now, going on in her life. And she would like to ask for us to pray for her. So please keep them in your thoughts and in your prayers. We ask that the Lord Jesus touches them, gives them everything that they need. We know it's his will for us to have success, and we know it's his will for us to be healthy and have long, healthy, happy lives and to be full of blessings. And we pray that for you all in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Uh, I have another announcement. I have another guy that contacted me tonight. I haven't got his permission yet to use his name. I sent him an email. I don't know if he emailed me back yet, asking him if I could use his name. And I have not received, so I'm not going to use his name till I know I can. He's been doing a lot of good work for us here lately. Hey, there's somebody new, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Kelswan, is that right?
Kelswan, yeah.
I'm good at butchering names, so forgive me if I butcher your name. I do everybody's, trust me. There's Silver Bullets in here. There's Lori Clark. She's probably been in here. I just now seen her. Who Riders DG? That's a new one. But anyways, this gentleman that contacted me tonight, he must be very good at computers, or a lot better than I am, which doesn't take much. But he contacted me, and he's been doing a lot of work, going through a lot of my old videos, a lot of my old boots on the ground, and he is finding things that I had missed. And let me tell you, I looked at some photographs he sent me just before we came on the show. That's what I was doing. And he found one picture. I mean, he found more than that, but he found one picture that I looked at. Sarah and Kaylee probably would have quit on that one if they would have seen what he found. He zoomed in on this one frame. And on this one frame that he zoomed in on, I'm telling you right now, it looks like a little Alf, or a little, what do you call them?
Elf.
My mind went blank. Yeah, a little elf.
Alf.
Yeah, a little elf,
Elf.
like a little elf
Okay.
girl, and she is standing in the woods, looking at me and Sarah, and
Huh.
it's a good picture. Uh, yeah, hello, Kels. Once good to see you. Uh, it's a really good. It's not like one of those, it's one of those that me and Tracy could see, and not just you. I mean,
Right. Tracy can see it. She
yeah,
never sees anything.
it's plain. Oh, there's Ellen. Good to see you, Ellen. I sent you an email, Ellen. Uh, so just whenever you get a chance, get back with me, and we'll get all that set up also. Uh, but it's a really good picture. But then in another photograph that he found a little girl's face looking at us. And this
Mm.
guy is doing really good work. I think what I'm going to end up doing is taking these photographs and I'm going to drop them in our Patreon and to our YouTube members first, because this guy is really putting a lot of work into going through hours of video, and he has to be going frame by frame to be able to find these anomalies that he's finding. Uh, but we'll probably end up dropping those in the Patreon first and to our YouTube members first. Um, we're going to be working on getting some more videos out to our members only, and our members only is our Patreon and YouTube members. They receive the information first, but then later on, this stuff will be dropped to you all, which could be 6 months from now with the way I remember things. So
I
if you
have
want
to
to,
remind him.
yeah. So if y'all want to see these things, you may think about joining the Patreon or our YouTube members. It's the very lowest amount tiers, like $4.99 a month. They want you to do $10, and I just could not do that. I don't believe that we have $10 worth of stuff in there. A lot of people, they believe we do, but we do. We have good conversation in there, one-on-one conversation. The YouTube members, they get to conversate with us first about the videos we release. So there is a lot of perks to it, and I think y'all would enjoy it. Apar says that he's anxious to see these pics. They're really good pics. They really are. Uh, some of them I think Lori C might even approve of. I'm not sure. She was harassing me all night last night, texting me. Not really. She's not harassing me, guys. I was actually getting on to her. Lori C has been a really big donator to the channel, and I think we all need to give her a big thank you tonight. She's done a lot of things behind the scenes that a lot of y'all don't know that she's done, and she's now trying to send us a very, very nice drone, which I told her she does not need to do, but she's very insistent on
That's
doing
cool.
this. It is. She's helped. So she has sent 3 large gift boxes in the mail to Hunter. She has sent numerous gifts, and she has also made large contributions. So Lori
Mhm.
C, thank you
Yeah,
very much for everything you've done. She's done a whole lot. You know, we're going to talk about something in a little bit. It's probably not going to be real popular with some people, but we're going to talk about it.
really.
Yep. Yeah, I think we need to do that. It's going to be good.
Frank.
Mike, you need to go to the gym, work out, and put that on here. That's what we want to see, okay? And how your rings and all fingers. Well, pretty much my working out's working on the farm, feeding, building fence, working in the pasture. But I really don't have a job. That don't count as a job. Uh, but I need to get me some rings. That way I can sit here whenever the internet gets a little down. I can maybe adjust my hand just right and get a better reception.
Yeah. Don't forget
You
the
know,
gold chains.
well,
I you,
he made a comment the other night, and I don't know if a lot of people caught this.
I don't watch you.
He said, "I don't just wear the gold to show off. Gold
No.
is a great conductor, and it helps me conduct energy. Pay attention, guys. He's saying it right in front of you.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm impressed.
If he conducts energy, he's conducting a hell of a lot of energy. I'll give it that. Uh,
He's
that's
got the
one.
big conductor, doesn't he?
That's one big transformer. But yeah, we're going to talk about some more of that kind of stuff later on. Uh, we're planning on making a trip to boots on the ground to the bridge to where my mom had the encounter. Again, right now we're under flood warnings and stuff right now. So, and being alone out there by myself, it's a pain. It is. It's hard. But I do plan on getting down there.
I was going to ask you before we move over it, where you this person caught the pictures. Is that the same place that you got the mama voice?
Yes. Yep.
Ah,
Yep.
ah.
Uh, yeah. You know, uh, yeah, Michelle. Well, one thing he doesn't understand, I guess, is farming because we make money off of farming. And I guess he doesn't understand how that all works. Um, I've got over 25 years of law enforcement security background. But, I mean, it don't matter what you say to people like that because they're going to lie and twist it either way.
Yeah.
Trust me. We're going to talk
Yeah.
about something here in a little bit, and I might go on a little bit of a spill. I don't know. Depends on how worked up I get. I want to try not to get too worked up about it.
Hmm.
Uh,
I'm here to keep you in check.
yeah. Yeah, Arcane is wanting to do some boots on the ground with me. Uh,
That
to
would be
take her.
great.
Yep, should have been with me the other night. We could have probably raced each other for the vehicle.
That's what I was gonna say. It'd be a mad dash.
that
Who's
was
gonna knock who over?
that was terrible, man. I'm going to tell you all a little more about that, but man, that was. I usually get excited uh, about things, happening. That I'm not real. I don't know how I feel about that. Um, well, okay. The night I was out there for, you know, the night I was out, I was live at first. Y'all know that I had went live, and I was getting some callbacks, and it really wasn't bothering me. You know what I mean? It was. I thought we're going to get an encounter because what a lot of people don't know is I'm in the woods a lot. I run two channels for a lot of you all that don't know this. So both of these channels require me to be in the woods. And I do a lot of hunting, fishing, exploring, metal detecting, magnet fishing, um, farming. The other channel has me just as active as this channel. And while I'm out, having encounters doesn't happen as much as what people say or believe that they do. I could go out for a month almost every day, hunting and fishing, gathering, mushrooms and, doing all that stuff. And you may not even have an encounter. And then, man, you go out that one night and it's just like, there it is. And it was that night I had a good feeling because we walked up on that marker. And whenever I seen that marker, I thought, okay, we found something. Now we don't know 100% that marker was made by a cryptid or, we don't know. All we know is we found something that was out of the ordinary to be in the woods. It wasn't natural. It didn't belong. So I started looking at it, and while we was looking at it, I was like, that stick is balanced on there, and it was balanced. It was just like balanced on these three sticks stuck in the sand. and it had like some kind of a scrub brush or something stuck on it. And at the bottom there was a lot of drawings. And I don't know, would you consider that drawings? Would you say that's what that was? Scribbles? What would you call it?
Possibly symbols.
Yeah. And I was like, that's pretty cool. That's that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And while we were out there, I think what did I do first? Did I make a whoop sound or did I whistle? I think I might have whistled first. I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
I don't
it
remember.
answered you back on the whistles.
Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
And this was on the live.
Mhm.
And I was like, wow, that's pretty neat. It's probably going to be exciting tonight. We're probably going to get some vocals.
Mhm.
On a lot of your boots on the ground, you don't go out expecting to catch something physical. A lot of times you hope to just catch vocals, That's one of the main things that we try. And then you get something physical. Well, that's just a plus, I
Mhm.
guess, because that wasn't really that night. But after I'd ended the live, I'd walk back to the vehicle and I was switching out from being on the live to then going to just regular video recording to finish the show. Well, whenever I'm just reading comments, I'm not posting that, but
No, that's just Scott
uh,
cracked me up a minute ago.
well, I'm looking at Silver Bullet and Michelle McGuire. But while I was switching over to the regular video, um, I heard something following me. And I had told everybody, I'm going to go back and I'm going to get y'all a picture of this structure, this marker, I think is what we called it. And I'll do it with the IR camera. Well, my IR camera, I can lay it over my neck. And the other cameras I pretty much carry. And then I got this huge spotlight on my head and one tied to my arm. So I'm not hard to find. So I was walking through the woods and I look like this light being or something, I'm sure. And as I'm walking through the woods, I wonder if them creatures maybe thought, is that an angel? But anyways, I'm walking through the woods and I can hear it behind me. And it's not trying to be quiet. Now, on a lot of my encounters I have, it's like they will somewhat try to hide, They don't just like, here I am. This thing was trampling down stuff. Like, I had no doubt it was following me.
I think it's
So,
because you're by yourself.
and lit up pretty good too.
Yeah, like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, yeah. I was literally lit that night. So, so I was walking. So I'm walking through there, and I got a funny story for y'all in a little bit. I was
Well,
walking through there. Oh, it
that
gets
light
better.
on your head, that's
Oh yeah.
hilarious.
Oh, it gets better. Trust me. So I'm walking through there, and it's just loud, breaking. I'm like, is this thing going to eat me tonight? Because I mean, it's just like coming after me, and I can't go back to my vehicle because I walked away from my vehicle and it's following me. So it's now between me and my vehicle. And
Mm.
I'm like, no, this ain't good. So I get to thinking, I'm like, well, I promised everybody that I would take the pictures. And if I don't do this, then, I'm going to be a security cat. So don't always do things, guys, brains over bronze. But I went ahead and went down there. Yes, Michelle, I am the beacon of the woods. And so,
Oh,
so so I walked down to the marker. And when I get there, I'm already ready to go. I'm already done at this point anyway. I'm like, get these damn pictures and get out of here, right? So I get down there and I start taking pictures out across this marker with the IR camera. And of course, I don't see anything. I can hear it, but I don't see anything. I'm heading out. I get to the vehicle, and of course, I told you I was wearing that hat, so I killed the camera to put it in the back of the to put it in the back of the car. And when I was putting stuff up, of course, I turned the camera off, and I seen something. I'm not sure what that. And I hear it walking. This is the part where I hear the mama. Okay, everybody said during my video they heard something say mama.
Mhm.
I never heard this mama. I'll play it for y'all so you can hear it real quick, and then I'll tell you what happened after I got to the vehicle.
Yeah, you got to play that a couple of times so everybody
Okay.
will hear that.
Okay, let me play it again.
And of course, Tracy didn't hear it. She never sees it or hears it.
Did she not hear it that time either,
Uh,
Tracy? We're gonna have to send you a headset. I do believe.
she
Th-
wears earbuds.
Oh no. So yeah, did everybody hear it say mama? Hopefully, except for
Uh-huh.
Tracy.
Don't pay any, she can't see or hear nothing.
Tracy is not a credible witness in this.
That's right.
Ignore the lady behind the curtain.
That's right. I mean, you can do the circles and everything with her, and she's going, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Well, we could get Abe down there. He draws really good circles. He can point it out
Yeah.
for you. He'd have everything circled in that picture.
Well, the next time you go out there, just tell them when you hear them say, hold it, and get the camera out and say, got to get a shot here.
Yeah,
You know, they'll pose for you.
right. So that was what everybody, well, no, I can't say everybody now. 99% of the people heard while I was out, then the boots on the ground. And while I was out, I wish I would have known that, because when I got to the vehicle and I'm putting stuff in the vehicle, of course, I turned off the camera. I
And which,
hear,
by the way, we've told him no more turning off the camera. Even if we can't see anything, at least we can hear.
yeah, they want me to leave it on now. So I hear something behind me, and it goes, mama, kind of like that, but
Mm.
weirder sounding. And the hair on the back of your neck stands up, and you know you're alone. Your back is to whatever is saying this, and not only is your back to it and you're alone, you've now been looking into your vehicle where the lights are on. So when you turn around, you're night blinded. So I knew at that point I was at a disadvantage. So what I done is I turned real quick with my IR camera and started just taking photographs in the direction I heard the voice. And let me show you all kind of the area that I'm in. I wanted to show you all kind of what it looks like. This is the location, okay? This is how remote it is.
Yeah.
The X is where I was at. The red circle is where I believe it came from, that direction.
Mm.
Oh, we got some thunder. But so after the laugh, I turn and I start taking the photographs. That's when it screams. I'm not talking like a scream far off in the woods, or a scream that's a low scream. It screamed, and I mean it jolted me. I mean, I did. I shook. And whenever I turned to face whatever it was, I was expecting probably to engage whatever it was. It started laughing. And it was the weirdest demonic laugh you've ever heard. The closest laugh that I can think of, guys, to how demonic it was is if you was to go over to this other guy's page and listen to him. No, it was a very demonic laugh. And I knew at that point what I was dealing with was really bad. And when I turned around and I saw it, it was doing this, looking at me. Had its head down with its eyebrows up. Not really. I didn't see it, but I took pictures of it.
With the lizard slits.
Well, I think it was astral projecting. I'm not sure, but
Could've
anyways,
been.
I got a photograph of it, and I think a lot of you's probably seen the photograph. That's what I was able to capture on the IR.
Yeah, see, to me that looks like a dog creature.
So whatever it was, it said "Mama." It laughed at me, and that was pretty wild. I mean, it was
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
Edith says it called you mama.
Yeah, see, and is that not weird?
That is
Really?
weird. Well,
I mean, I don't know why it would call me Mama. It you all know what my thoughts are. I don't believe in ghosts, so I believe that, and I believe what that was that night. As I don't even believe that it was a demon. I believe it was a flesh and blood creature because of how the IR picked it up and how it photographed it. I have trouble calling these creatures dogmen. To me, after I spoke with the Indians and the shaman, and they told me that dogman wasn't used until, like, what was it, the late 1980s or close to 1990, it really doesn't fit. We may have to find a new name for it. I don't know. It just, it doesn't fit. It sounds like something a kid would name something to me. I have trouble with that.
yeah.
But it just, oh, see, she agrees with me. Arcane, I now know that you're a person with a very high IQ since you agree with me.
And she deleted her message.
Did she really?
Yeah, she did.
Arcane, Now we're going to have to ban you, and I'm going to crush you.
Scott, get her. No.
Now, I'm not telling all my subscribers to go attack her in my name. Don't do that, please. Please don't attack her. I've heard that a million times. I don't know. But I know that was pretty crazy.
What did Scott do? He timed her out for 10 seconds. Scott.
But yeah, we I am going to be going back to that location, and I'm hoping to capture whatever it is. I will probably have to go alone. That's probably going to be what's going to have to happen. I have a good idea where it's coming from. I'm going to set up, and I'm going to try to call it into me. I believe what brought it in that night was me making the calls and probably more of the whistles. So I think we're going to focus on trying to bring it to us and have the cameras set up and ready to try to capture it. The only bad thing is if it's in a different location and it ends up coming up behind you again. So you'll definitely have to watch for that.
Well, it'll find you because you'll be lit up.
I am the light of the woods. Now, I told you all I had a funny story for you. I was out investigating one night, and of course, I was lit up, and the truck stops out there as I'm making my way back to my vehicle up by the road, and it's like 3 a.m. I get spotlighted. It's the game warden, your local game and fish warden. He goes, "What you doing?"
You don't want to know.
First thing that runs through my mind, God, I hope I don't know you and worked with you. I have totally lost it, guys. So I didn't answer real fast because I wasn't sure what to say. So he asks another question. He says, "Are you hunting or fishing?" To which I replied, "Neither." He says, "Oh, are you just like checking out some new lights or something?" I said, "Yep, that's it. I'm trying to see how long they would stay charged." He goes, "Well, they're good and bright. I saw you when I was coming up the road, and I was wondering what you was doing." And I said, "Yeah, I was making my way back to the vehicle." He goes, "Them some good lights." He goes, "Does that attach to your arm?" I said, "No, I duct taped it." So he just looked at me and said, "Well, if you don't need no help, have a good night." And he drove off.
That's funny.
Hello there. Looky here. We got a little visitor.
The attacker? Oh no, that's one of the other babies, huh?
Yeah, this is the baby.
That's the escape artist.
Yes, she's the one that can get out. She's almost all fur. She's not near as big as she looks. All right, take off. Go play. But it was just how he said it.
He's going, this guy's crazy.
Testing out some lights, huh? Yep, got them strapped all over me. I should have said no. I was fishing, and I'm scared of the dark. Or I guess I could have said, "Well, You know, Bigfoot don't like bright lights, and I didn't want Bigfoot to get me.
Right. Look what
You ever been?
Tracy said. She said you might need help if you have lights duct taped to your whole body.
Sir, have you ever had a 72-hour evaluation?
Oh my gosh.
I'm your local cryptid hunter, sir.
By the way, have you
Yeah.
seen anything?
Well, you know, I was waiting for him to say, and I was hoping he didn't, but it was something that I would have said, but I would have lost it if he would have said, "Would you mind turning off some of them lights so I can see who you are?" Because all I am is this huge bright light. So with a camera on my head on a hat. So
Oh, that's hilarious.
well, Ellen, if I would have told him that I was actually hunting cryptids, there's actually not a law against it. The state of Oklahoma actually offered $1 million reward for the
Yeah,
body of a cryptid. So that
right.
tells me they do believe they exist,
Uh-huh.
but it's probably not the best way to hunt something in the dark when you're lit up. It's hard to hide to try to sneak up on something.
You
I mean,
imagine something chasing after you,
well,
light
well,
streaking.
well, when you go walking through the woods and the animals that only make noises in the morning when the sun's coming up start singing, you know that there's something there's something wrong. But yeah,
Oh my gosh.
it makes for an interesting night. Your goal when you're cryptid hunting is not to run into campers and stuff while you're doing it because it could cause them to ask a lot of questions.
I swear I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm all lit up. Y'all can see me. I'm not sneaking up on you.
Oh, Jesse, you're right. He probably went to the coffee shop the next morning and said, "You know what, guys? I was ending my shift the other night, and there I am driving along this dark lake, and I see this huge, massive, bright light out in the woods, and I could have swore that thing was moving. And I knew there wasn't no road over there; it was all trees, and there couldn't be a 4-wheeler or nothing in there. But by the time I made it around the curve, there was a guy down there that had lights duct taped all over him with a camera on his head, walking through the woods. I bet you he probably had his AR laying across his lap. You come at me,
Yeah.
dude. I'd have blinded him. He wouldn't have seen me if I'd been running at him. But yeah,
Well,
that was interesting that night. Of course, that was the only thing that happened.
that's right, Rebecca. Strange UFO turned out to be Mike.
Yeah. I am from the planet Neptune. Oh God, if I started that, I'd have every person from that other show over here in a heartbeat. I told you they was real.
Mhm.
It's the Anunnaki. But
Mhm.
you know, he made a comment the other night, and I don't know if a lot of people caught it, but he's given a lot of hints. He goes, could have been the Anunnaki or anybody. He goes, it don't matter who created us or what created us. It's like, do what?
Mm.
Newsflash, dude. When you die someday, you're going to know who created you.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to be a good visit.
No.
Probably be the last visit, but probably not a good visit.
That's right.
So, how
I
many
think
of y'all? What?
I think we need to maybe shoot him up to the Black Knight.
Whew, I don't even know if Elon Musk got a rocket that strong. But yeah, you're right, Jesse. It does matter. It matters a lot.
Yeah.
And We're going to talk a little bit more about that here in just a minute because I'm in one of those moods tonight. I feel good tonight. This little cat would leave me alone. Hey, that cord is not a toy. She's over
It's
here
all right.
chewing on the electric cord to my computer.
Oh yeah. She'll chew them too. Better
Yeah, she
watch her.
did. She chewed up my other headset,
Uh-huh.
and I mean, like pieces that long.
Uh-huh. Yep. Yep.
Now I know what Randy was going through.
Yep.
Can you hear me now? I'm taping up this cord. Can you hear me now? My kitten has ate the cord.
Oh.
How many of y'all in the chat have heard of something called the Black Knight? And we're not talking about Batman.
Mm.
How many of y'all have heard that? This isn't the other channel where we play with G.I. Joes and stuff. We actually talk about adult stuff. So when we say Black Knight, we don't mean a comic book.
I have. Apar has. Romans has. Jesse. Carolyn. Oh, Kel Swan hadn't. Ellen
There is
hadn't.
Rebecca says Black Knight Satellite or Dark Knight
Mm-hmm.
Satellite. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
my bad. Well, for those of you who are not familiar with this, I have a little video for you before we start talking about it. And it was actually Brooks's idea to talk about this. Me and Tracy had never heard about it either. I don't know if Tracy's seen it or not, but I think she might know a little bit about it now. I bet she's probably researched it a little.
Scott and Tracy, neither one knew.
So Tracy, I'm going to play a video, and I hope you're able to see it. And
can you hear it too?
But this is what we're going to be talking about, guys.
The Black Knight satellite intrigued me probably about 10 years ago. So this object that's been orbiting the Earth for who knows how long, according to the people that have decoded the message, not only did it exist, but it was giving off a specific signal. This signal was decoded by ham radio operators independently, and it gave up a location of where this thing may be from, and that was the Boötis constellation. It's where Boötis was in the sky approximately 11 to 13,000 years ago. I discovered that one of the Anunnaki gods of the pantheon in Mesopotamia, named Enlil, he actually had something called an all-seeing eye. Now, this all-seeing eye would allow you to see anything going on Earth at any given time. And how is that possible? We have all-seeing eyes in space right now. They're called polar orbiting satellites. With a polar orbiting satellite, as the Earth spins on its axis and it orbits the Earth while it's spinning on its axis, it's taking swaths of data, information, and video.
I have a theory already.
What is it?
Whenever he started talking about the Anunnaki
I knew that was coming.
having an all-seeing eye, we know demons and Satan are not omnipresent. Now, guys, this is my opinion, my theory. This is what I believe. I'm not pushing it off on you. I'm just talking from what I believe, and then we can discuss it. We know that Satan and his fallen do not have the power of God, so they are not omnipresent. Now, we know that Satan strives to have the power of God. He wants to be better than God. So he would want to be omnipresent. Is this something that was created by the fallen ones to be able to be more omnipresent on the earth and to know more about what was going on because they're not able to do that spiritually like God is? Is that something that was made like that?
I don't know. It's really interesting. They say that thing. I've heard two accounts. It's 12,600 years old, and I've heard that it's 13,000 years old.
Right. um, I looked into a little bit of Gaia, Gaia, I believe is how they spell it. And what I was able to find out was they are strong believers in the Anunnaki, and the Anunnaki created us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I am not sitting here telling you to go watch Gaia. I do not support them. But I will tell you, he made a mistake the other night, guys. If you will go pay attention, what he was griping about on his show, Gaia just took over $200 out of my banking account this month. He said it himself. He's preaching the Anunnaki is your creator and that God is not. He says God did not create you in his image.
Mm-mm.
Something to think about. But there's something else I want to say, and this has been bothering me a long time. And I'm going to say it now. Everybody can record it, and you can hold me to it in the future, and we will see if what I say is right. We'll see. All these channels right now that are buttering up to him for the views because they're afraid of him, they're scared, whatever it may be, just know that your golden hog is going to fall.
Mm-hmm.
And when the truth comes out and he falls, people are going to remember you for what you was and what you stood for and what you backed.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be able to tell the good from the bad, the dark from the light. Because you already know what he's doing and what he's saying. If you're a Christian, it's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be exposed. And people are going to remember you for the ones that followed him, that supported him at everything that he has done that's going to come out. Now, I was asked today, hasn't come up in a long time, but I was asked in an email today, Mike, are you still planning on doing a video? They said all these other channels have said they're going to do videos. We haven't seen anything. You said there's a video coming. We haven't seen anything. My answer to you is yes, I am still planning on doing a video. I can't wait to do that video. But certain things have to happen before I do that video. And when they do happen, there will be a video done. The truth will be exposed. Now, there's a lot of people that think right now that they can shut you up. Well, I found out something. They can't shut you up. There's two things that allow you to talk about what you want to talk about. The first one is anybody at any time, especially a YouTube creator or a creator that is on anything that discusses the news or anything, you can invoke your right to be a journalist at any time under the First Amendment. Anybody has that right to do that. Anybody can invoke their right to be a journalist.
Mm-hmm.
You don't got to go to school. You ain't got to have a license. It's covered under the First Amendment. That's what I was told today.
Yep.
Number two, they cannot place anything on you to keep you from talking about them if what you say is the truth or what you believe to be the truth. The only time it becomes harassment is whenever you say something you know to be false to hurt somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to put that out there.
Yep. Somebody needs to take a ride on the Black Knight satellite.
Yep, it's called the freedom of speech. A lot of them have done a lot of bad things, and they are trying to cover their ass right now to keep it from coming out. But there's a little thing called the First Amendment that allows you to speak about anything that is true or
Mm-hmm.
that you believe to be true. And
Mm-hmm.
you can bring on any witness you want to onto your channel, and you can invoke within the first 10 minutes of your channel that you are a journalist, and this is for news purposes only, and you are protected under the First Amendment.
But if you do it and you know you're lying, then you're in trouble.
That's harassment.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be conspiracy,
Mm-hmm.
which we already know about that.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm doing a video. I'll probably dance in that video with all my lights tight on me. But I just had to say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this thing that's orbiting the Earth right now,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
It has been.
Nikola Tesla even said that he, received signals from it.
Yep.
And of course, NASA, they're always trying to say that you're wrong, and you're just getting your own signal back or whatever.
Well, and they also NASA said it was space junk, but then there's a video with the astronauts that spot it, and they're going, "What is that?" I mean, yeah, it's not a piece of the space station that fell off.
And if you look at it, they said it was a panel of the space station. It don't even look like a panel.
No.
Looks like a ship.
Uh-huh.
Or a satellite.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was really, and Nikola Tesla done all this from a barn in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
He figured all this out.
Yeah. And that was
that
back in the 1800s, late 1800s.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was before there were any rockets or.
There's your Scared Jody. I think your Scared Jody's been in here before, haven't they? Before?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I think so. Good to see you tonight.
Yeah, it's a space doohickey. I agree.
Yeah. And another question: is it another part of the deception? Because I believe the Anunnaki are nothing more than the fallen angels, just another name. I think that they deceived the people back then because they were wanting to be worshipped. They built the pyramids. They done all these great things.
They're the demigods.
Yeah, and I get frustrated when I hear people tell people they created us. No, they didn't. Yeah. If you believe that, then you're an anal knocky because they did not create you. It didn't happen. I couldn't help it.
That was good.
I mean, I know who created me and I know whose image I was created in. But it's just, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And I just don't get it.
It's an interesting mystery.
Well, another thing that I knew Michelle would like that one out of anybody. Michelle would like that. Another thing is most things without having, like the International Space Station, it I believe every year or something like that, they have to use the thrusters on it to reset it back in orbit to keep it from crashing down to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever this object is, if it's been up for 13,000 years, or we know Nikola Tesla discovered it in 1899. So whatever this is, for it to stay in orbit and not have burned up in the atmosphere already, means that it has to have some kind of technology to be able to stay where it's at.
Mm-hmm. And I believe I at one time, and I hadn't been able to find anything on it, I believe at one time they said the astronauts were going to try and board it. Whether or not that happened or not, I don't know.
Right. Hello, the Wolf Lady. Good to see you. She's another Oklahoman. I think it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And you know they're not going to tell us the truth anyways. They're not going to tell
Mm-mm.
us. I don't think they landed on it, do you?
I don't know if they did or not, and if they did, they dang sure aren't going to tell us.
And I bet if they did, I bet they wasn't able to get into it.
Probably not. And I mean, some people have said, why don't they just blow it up? Well, like if they blew it up, I mean, there'd be all sorts of debris, and that would be a danger to the space station.
And then you have to ask yourself, what are we blowing up?
Oh, that's true. Is it nuclear?
Right.
Yeah.
Edith says, remember the fallen angels gave these men the secrets to heaven. The days of Noah are here. Jesus Christ warned us not to be decided. The Bible is true. The book of Hebrews tells us about Jesus Christ. I believe that completely, Edith.
Yeah, 100%, Edith.
But there's a guy out there that would tell you that the Bible is not the word of God.
Yep.
And he says it on every show he's on.
Yeah, every tongue will confess and every knee will bow.
You know, I was thinking about that, and that's a good point, Rebecca. I'm glad you said that. If you watch a lot of the alien movies that are out, have you noticed that a lot of their technology, ships and stuff, resemble the Dark Knight?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was interesting. You know, a lot of times they will, you know, pretty much show you what they're going to do before they do it.
Mm-hmm.
How many of you guys, and we've been talking about this, so I'm going to go ahead and throw it out to y'all while we're on here tonight. How many of you guys and women, ladies, and hopefully no kids are watching this, probably not a kid program, but how many of you would like to see us do a show on our opinion of aliens and let's take a deep dive into it? How many of you all would like to see us do that? To totally research it and to dive in and let's take a look at this phenomenon going around in all these channels and stuff, talking about aliens coming and what they are, where they're from. How many of y'all would like to really dive into that? And let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at the deception and, you know, the cattle mutilations and why would they be doing that? And are they really building skin suits and what all is really going on with all this, guys? How many of y'all would like to see that? Because that would be a very in-depth video. I know it will take a lot of time to get it ready to do. But so many channels out there right now are saying, you know, that these aliens are coming and they live on these planets and they've took people to these planets. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't believe that. That is not what I believe. But I do believe it goes a lot deeper than what they think. And I believe a lot of those people are deceived and they are being used as mouthpieces. And I believe that they don't know what they're doing. Yes, Arcane, I agree.
Yeah.
That would be a very in-depth video. I mean, that would really have to come from deep. It would take a lot of research. I mean, I'm talking, this is probably going to be like the Girl Scout thing. This is going to be something that's going to be out months before we can probably even bring it on. But I'm kind of interested in doing that. I think it would be good. Rebecca says they're inside the earth and under the oceans.
I believe that too. But I do believe that, they have domain over the first heavens here. I think that's where you see the yeah, well, where you see the face on Mars and stuff. I mean, this is what gets me. Elon Musk wants to send people to build a settlement on Mars, right? Okay. And it's a one-way trip. They tell them, if you go and do this, you aren't coming back. Well, how are they going to do that when there's supposedly no atmosphere? Think of all the materials they would have to take with them to build a base up there. I mean, I don't know. That's, to me, that's weird.
I think that when they talk about building these places outside of Earth, I think that that is a part of the huge deception. It's telling people that we're able to get out of the firmament, and I don't even believe they would be capable of even doing that right now.
Well, and do you think it would be just like people are going to be hiding in the mountains, hiding in the mountains, not around the mountains? They're going to go hide. I mean, do they think they're going to hide from God?
Right.
What are they thinking?
Well, look. I mean, look right now at all the the rich elites right now. They're building all these bunkers and stuff to hide underground. And we have a few actors right now that are, and this is what I'm calling for right now. Hollywood right now has actors that are coming out, that the Christian actors, and they're standing against Hollywood. Now, there's very, very few of them doing it. One of my favorite actors, I mean, love to watch him at whatever he does, Denzel Washington. He is stepping out. You've got, I can't think of the other guy's name. I went blank.
I believe Mel Gibson did too.
Yeah, that's it. That's who I was thinking about.
Yeah.
And, but now they're saying that their lives are in danger because of, what they're speaking out against. Well, if you look at it in Hollywood, it's not just Hollywood where this is happening. Guys, it happened right here in our community, in our cryptid community. I mean, I was attacked in a way that was the most evil, vindictive, jealousy, conspiracy way that you could to shut somebody up. I had forgot about this until the other day, and I was looking back on videos that we've recorded from the past. I record every video, and every video that I think is important. My numbers at that time, since he likes to talk about numbers, I was above him, guys. I wasn't catching him. I had passed him. And then, of course, you had the actors that worked behind the scenes. But then probably what bothers you the most is all these people that declare to be Christians, that know the truth, will not stand up against him because they're afraid of him.
Yeah, they're afraid.
Where does fear come from, guys? Who is the author of fear?
Fear is a spirit.
Now, I can't say everybody, because I have had people contact me now that were with the other side that have given me a lot of good information, because they are Christians, and they said what they seen happening was nothing Christian about it, with all the lies and all of the conspiracies. And guys, I'm not going to talk about everything tonight, but when the video comes out, there was channels that were made to specifically target me.
Yep.
Whole channels that were made as throwaway channels to target me.
Yep.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
But thank God we've had the ones come forward that have came forward.
And we got people coming back. People are seeing through it.
And I'm glad to have them back. It's great.
Absolutely.
We're
not going to tell y'all to get out and don't, that's ridiculous.
But we don't have a huge thing that we did that was a conspiracy. Trying to protect themselves is what they're trying to do right now. They're running scared. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that can paranormal arcane paranormal world.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, I could bring her on here with you and Scott and a few
Mhm.
others we've contacted, and we could probably have one hell of a show and open a lot of eyes. I don't
Mhm.
know if Arcane would want to do that. It's just, I mean, there is so much stuff that has came out right now. It blows my mind. I don't understand. It's crazy.
Looks like Billy Kid has got an email headed towards you.
Good. I'm open for all of that, guys.
Yeah.
I'm I'm glad that eyes are opening, ears are hearing finally. You know.
Yeah.
Do what, Mom? Yeah, we just seen that. It's it's turning around. You know,
Yeah.
we took a. She's always ready.
Yeah. And there's Lily Lewis. Welcome, Lily.
Yeah, Lily Lewis. Arcane, we will have that show. I'll get with you after the show and we'll talk. Uh Lily Lewis, good to see you. Um and Scott, I think Scott said it really good right there. It's time for the truth.
Yeah.
It's time for the truth.
That's true, Luana.
It's been one of those. I don't know how to
Yeah.
say it. I don't want to say too much.
It's just been mind boggling and crazy.
Look what she said. She's always joking. She said the Kool-Aid woman says, "Oh yeah."
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Kool-Aid woman. Oh yeah. But I don't know. It's just I think people are seeing now what happened, and I think it's important that the truth is told. I think the truth needs to be told. Oh, look
Look,
here. Look here.
uh-huh.
Mike, they lied about you. I know they did.
Yeah.
Send me that email, man. That's
Yeah.
all I can say. I'm assuming you're a man, Billy the Kid or Billy Kid,
Billy Kid.
but it's crazy.
It is crazy. It's insane.
But we're gaining
Look,
everybody back. Our group is growing back.
and God prevails.
Oh, he always does.
Always prevails.
Thank you very much, Lily, for that. That means a lot to us.
Yes.
I'm going to tell y'all something. I don't know why I couldn't, because everybody and their dog knows about it, because it's been shared all over. So I don't know why I couldn't talk about it, right, guys? I mean, I have a right too, right? First Amendment right. I mean, if they can talk about it, I can talk about it, right? I'm going to tell y'all something that they don't want known. Get ready for this, Brooks.
I'm ready.
Is that why you're hiding?
I'm not hiding.
I'm going to tell y'all something. And I've been thinking about telling y'all this for a while. And I think it's time that everybody knows. Hey, there's Brittany.
Hey, Brittany.
Um, let's see. Hold on one second.
No.
Um, something's fishy going on with this. That is strange. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and do it, I guess. A lot of y'all have been asking about Hunter, And it's on every video that I release, and I feel like that y'all deserve to know this. I have been seeing Hunter for a very long time. I see my son. As much as the other guy on the other channel has been lying, saying that I'm not, and he's got Abe saying it too, that I'm not seeing my son, that I'm this bad guy, I am seeing my son. I do see my son. And they charge me $50 an hour to do it. But I do see my son, and I have seen him for a long time. And that's why I say that your all's donations and your support and watching my videos and hitting the like button helps a lot, because it allows that to happen. So there's another lie that has been spewed that you all know. I do see my son. I love him so very much, and I miss him, and I'm ready for him to be home.
Well, Ellen, it's going through a court battle. So
yeah, that's all I can say.
Yeah.
But they let the cat out of the bag the other night, so I figured if they done it, then I can do it. So that's what's happened.
100%, Lily.
And that's why I say that everything that you all do, it means a lot, because it allows things to happen. So thank you all for everything that y'all have done. It helps. I've been wanting to tell you all for a long time that what you're doing helps, because I know that since you all can't see what's going on, that you wonder sometimes. And that's what's happening.
There's going to be a big party.
Yep, there's going to be a big, big, big party.
Because God's in control of this.
Brooks knows what we know now. There's people, and it's crazy what happened. I got a Facebook user. I cannot talk about that. I will not even comment on that. Facebook users asking, will you file civil charges? I will not even talk about that. I can't talk about that.
Okay, so you're seeing that, and I don't see that.
Yeah, it's Facebook.
Oh. Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you, Ellen. So, I mean, that's what's been going on. The lies haven't stopped. I mean, no. I just don't come on here and tell you all like somebody else does. I'm getting attacked. I'm getting attacked. I need help. I'm getting attacked. I'm getting attacked. Well, you know what? If you wouldn't be around lying about everybody, you wouldn't be getting attacked. But his kingdom is fallen, and the truth is going to come out. And that's why I said earlier, people are going to remember who followed you. Yeah. People have a chance to do the right thing. And that's just my opinion. Thank you very much, Herbert, for that. That means a lot to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's evil. The evil's continuing. My daughter, my other sister, Sarah, they're being attacked daily. And there's only one problem with me, gentlemen and ladies. There's one thing in life I was never good at. I suck at it. I don't even try to do it. I don't know how to run. And if I do run, I'm going to run towards you and not away from you.
That's right.
So, Mr. Jowls, I'm your Huckleberry. When you go to bed and then wake up in the morning, mind, just know that you always have walked the right path. You have always been a son of God, no matter what. Absolutely. That is the way you will prove. That's absolutely true, Lily.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that.
We stand on God's word. God is in total control of this situation. And no matter what they do, they aren't powerful than God. No way.
No. It kill, steal, destroy, and lie. That's what their God is good at.
Hmm.
But the truth is coming out, and the truth will come out.
Yeah.
And then I'll have my show. Like, I don't know if I'm going to let her say. She can say that's me if she wants to in the chat. All I'm going to say is I was given a lot of very good information from a very nice lady that's in chat that supports me, that helped me so very much with a lot of things. So we'll leave it at that. But that's really pretty much everything that I've got to say tonight, unless anybody has any questions. And I will take your questions. And if I don't know, I'll let Brooks answer them.
Yeah. All I can say is y'all go check out the Black Knight. See what y'all think. There's some videos on it. The Y-Files, that's a really good video.
I thought it was very neat too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any questions. If you have any, put them in capital letters because I don't see that well.
We like to everybody do their own research. These are these are things that really nobody has the answers to. That's why it's abnormal investigations.
That's right. We're just out looking at it.
That's right.
Lily. She's on a roll tonight.
Yeah.
It's probably a good thing we don't have her as a co-host, huh?
We appreciate everybody's support. I mean, y'all are phenomenal.
Amen, Brittany. That was very nice of you. And Scott says the same thing.
Yes, Lily. He's going to do boots on the ground.
Yep, that's coming up really soon, actually. We're flooded right now, so it makes it kind of hard. But I am going to go down there and do some more boots on the ground for sure. Where are you at, Lily? What state? Not location, just what state? Michelle. Yeah, Michelle. It might smell like fart. She's up in Washington.
Wow, Washington's beautiful.
That's where Mom always wanted to visit, was Washington. She thinks that's
pretty.
A beautiful place.
It is. Washington, Oregon. I've been there. It's pretty.
Thank you, Kelswan. That means a lot. Yeah, it will be, because the truth is going to come out. There's been so much stuff come out now that we've been told that just totally is crazy. She's on the east side.
Yeah. Yeah, I was lucky, Lily, and got to go to what is it, Mount St. Helens? That's pretty cool. All the Bigfoot shops and everything up there. That's really neat.
Mount St. Helens.
Mm-hmm. The one that blew.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I just got an email from Billy Kidd, and it is a huge email.
All right.
Wow. See, there is good out there still.
There is. Thank you, Billy.
Hold on. Mom's saying something. I got my headphone on today, Mom. Do what? Oh, I got to tell y'all about a blessing I received Saturday. Y'all are going to really like this one. And Brooks, you and Tracy are probably really, really going to like this one. So, y'all know the other day I went over to see Hunter, and
Hmm.
after I seen Hunter, of course, I had to get gas. So I pull in to the gas pumps and put my card in there, and I always know how much is on my card. I'm anal about knowing all that. And I put my card in there and start pumping the gas. And a Durango holds a lot of gas.
Yeah.
And whenever it got done, the screen on the pump, it flickered and it said transaction canceled. So I pulled my card up on my phone and checked my balance to make sure that it had paid for it, because I didn't want to drive off and not pay for gas. That'd be worse than getting caught with lights all over you. But I looked, and none of my money had been taken. So I drove from the pump up to the front of the store, and I walked inside of the store, and I told the lady at the front, I said, hey, at the end of my transaction of pumping my gas, it said transaction ended, and I wanted to pay you. I didn't want to drive off in case something happened, because none of the money on my card has been removed.
Hmm.
She already had a receipt in her hand, and she said, your gas is paid for. And I said, no, it canceled. And she said, what's the last four numbers of your credit card? And I told her, and the credit card that paid for my gas was not my credit card. I said, that wasn't me. And she smiled really big, and she said, there was a lady parked right where you're parked right now that stood in here, and as soon as you were done pumping your gas, she paid for your gas, ran to her car, and left. She said, but we
Huh.
don't know where she went, because when we looked back out, she was gone, and your car was sitting where her car was at.
Wow. That's awesome.
So is that not neat?
That is neat.
I
That's
thought that was
great.
really, that was, I
What a
don't know.
blessing.
That's what I
Yeah.
said. It was a blessing. Maybe an angel,
Mhm.
entertaining an angel and not knowing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was
You're right,
quite
Romans. That
a
is a
blessing.
God thing.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yep, Lily, he is all the time. Yep, I believe that too, Herbert. Well, if y'all don't have any more questions and or anything, I will be jumping off of here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Like I said, those pictures that guy's working on for me, I'll be releasing those to Patreon and to the YouTube members. Um, he has sent me some really cool stuff. I just got to get it downloaded and be able to transfer it over. Um, it was a great blessing. Uh, yeah, Arcane, it did. It gave me chills too.
Mhm.
And
If that person's listening that did
yeah,
that, God bless you.
yeah, God bless you for sure. And I promise I'll work on that. Guys, I got in trouble the other day because the lady said, quit telling us to subscribe to your other channel. If we wanted to, we would. So guess what? If you haven't subscribed to Wide Open Adventures, go over and subscribe. We'd love to have you over there. We're doing a lot of lives, a lot of fishing, a lot of cooking, a lot of adventures. And that's Hunter's channel. So you'll be seeing him over there when he gets back. And yes, I said when he gets back. And because it's all a bunch of lies and it's going to come out. And we're going to have a good time over there. So we look forward to seeing everybody over there. It's a great family channel. We have a lot of fun. So, Brooks, if you got anything to say, I'll let you start heading us out of here. And
Well, we love you all. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for y'all. We're the big abnormal family. And we appreciate and love each and every one of you. And thank you for your support. We're ready to get that boy home. Good night,
amen.
everybody. Over.
Yeah, 10-4. Guys, I want to thank each and every one of you for showing up tonight. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you. I want to thank you guys for the support you show on the video drops we do daily. Every one of them almost trends. You give us the likes and everything that we need. That is very important. It helps do everything that we do here on the channel. It helps bring Hunter home. It helps with a lot of things. Y'all are awesome. Like I said before, we have the best family out there. I truly believe that. And I believe that eyes are opening and ears are hearing. And I think it's just a matter of time, guys. You can only go against God for so long. And just like the 10 Commandments, we're about ready to melt that golden pig, and let's bring the truth out. And I just wouldn't want to be a follower of it when it happens.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's about all I got to say about that. And
There you go.
and we will catch you all on the next one. Hopefully it'll be a boots on the ground live before dark. We're planning on doing that. So if you see a live come out of nowhere, then you might be just as surprised as everybody else, even the
And me
moderators.
too.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for your support tonight. We love each and every one of you, and we look forward to visiting with y'all next Saturday, maybe sooner. Who knows? But it's always a blessing, and we'll see you on the next one. Keep your head on a swivel, and don't be something's dinner.